Hi everybody, welcome back to RachandBella Crafts. Rachel here, hope you're all well. So I am coming to you today with my collaboration video for the, and I'm just checking the date, yep, the 18th. And I'm actually filming my video in France. So we are on location. Bella and I are on vacation, I should say. At the lovely, and I'm going to go through their card because my French is not good. We're staying at Chateau d'Albert, and we are staying in a converted stable block. We are in a village about 20 miles up from the city of Tours. It is very warm here this morning. It's actually it's about 8:20 here now in the morning, and I've had to get up because it's just too hot to stay in bed. And well, not that I'd still be in bed at this time anyway, but it's just going to be really warm. It's going to be about 33 degrees today. So I thought, right, I'll get this video done this morning. And just give you all a quick catch up on where I've been and what's been going on. And I've got a little project for you, a nice simple one, because we are doing the summer simples. I really hope you are enjoying the collaboration and you have been keeping up with all of the videos. My most profuse apologies, I've missed my last 2 scheduled videos. I'll tell you a little bit about that why later on when we're doing our tutorial bit, but yes, I'm very sorry for that. Thank you to Jez for stepping in and covering the first one that I missed, and unfortunately I just was not able to get a video up for you for Sunday. I had issues with connection and just problems with my leg, but one thing or another. Anyway, we're here today. So before I start, I need to just really quickly share with you my lovely goodies that I ordered from Angela Kerr. Now, you know Angela Kerr is collaborating with me on the collaboration kit again this time. Our kit is for the collaboration Summer Simples. So if you have just tuned in and haven't realised we're in the middle of a collab, please do go and check out the Linktree link in my description box down below, where you will find links for all of the amazing YouTubers that are taking part. There is a kit available. And I can't remember the name of the kit now. This is terrible. I can't believe this is just literally falling out of my head. Oh, Country Retreat, of course it is. The links to the kits are available in the Linktree, and all of the information is there. They are 40% off at the moment on the kits in both our shops. And if you want to buy them, you can get them available from Angela Kerr's Designs. Sorry about that, guys. My alarm just went off in the middle of the video. So as I was saying, if you wanted to purchase the kits that are available, you can get Angela's half of the kit from her website, Angela Kerr Designs, and my half of the kit is available at my Ko-fi shop. And again, the links are available in the Linktree, and as I think I just said, they are 40% off if you want to pop over and get those at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to just really quickly show you what I've had from Angela. So I desperately needed, I was getting flower envy because I was watching Angela doing all her lovely tutorials, and then remembered that she has these beautiful flowers available on her website shop. So I ordered myself some of these lovely packs, and I've also ordered myself a few of her fabrics that were left over from her previous collabs and previous events, and she has very kindly sent me some extra bits as well. So I've got some extra flowers there from her as well. Let me quickly show you the fabrics. She does do these most beautiful bundles, so just in case you weren't aware, this one here, I think, oh, I'm not sure which way around they are now, so I won't say. Yeah, this must be the one is from the Country Retreat bundle, and the one is from Down in the Garden bundle. But these are just exquisite, these fabrics. I'm so excited because Bella and I have been working on some slow stitch projects this week. Been sat doing some stitching whilst playing some games with the boys, and I'm ready now for some extra fabrics. So these are going to be lovely to add to those. So that's the one bundle, and then I've got another lovely bundle here. Yes, this is the Down in the Garden one. Oh, these are just gorgeous, aren't they? Really pretty. But yes, if you do want to go and check them out, you will see that she may have some left. They don't tend to hang about, they really don't. You've got to get over and get them quick, but whenever she releases a new kit, she does have these fantastic, oh, look at that fabric, coordinating bundles out, and the larger piece is more often than not one of the pages in the kit that she's designed, and she gets that done then onto fabric because she's just super clever. super clever. And she has sent me some extras, so let's see what else she's popped in here. She is so incredibly kind. Oh, here we are. We've got some beautiful trims here, some little flowers, bit of eyelash. Oh, these are some really cutie little buttons. I won't get them out or I'll lose them. But they are in the lovely colours to match with the Down in the Garden kit there. And then in here, I haven't opened them yet. I just quickly undid the envelope so that I wasn't, the bag, so I wasn't making a lot of noise. Everybody's going to be screaming at me now, don't tear the paper. I've got to get in there, guys. Got to get in there. Oh, look at these. These are just, oh, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that ribbon. Wow, 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 wow. And oh my goodness, it's double layered. Oh my gosh, she's spoiling me. Angela, you are spoiling me. Oh, look, we've got this beautiful sari silk. I was looking for some of that. I think I might have mentioned to her as well. I was looking for that the other day. And this one here, this is one of my favorites. And of course, if you watch Angela's channel regularly, you'll see she uses lots of these beautiful ribbons to top her tags. And they always look so lovely poking out of the edge of her pages. And what's in this bag here? So tip this out. Oh my word. We've got laces and trims in here. Oh gosh, look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? Fantastic. And these will all work with the colours that I'm working with at the moment. And I'm really glad of that because I wasn't able to bring everything with me. Well, if you ask Bella, she'll say I brought everything, including the kitchen sink. I didn't. I just wasn't very organised and very well packed at the time. But there we are. We'll come to that later. So I'm going to just gather these quickly away, guys, and then we will get on with today's Super Summer Simple. Okay, so for today's Super Summer Simple, we are going to do a really quick project for a pocket. As you will remember, I'm working in my altered book. So these are some of the ones we've done previously. This is the one that we did with the freebies in the last video. And then this one before that, if you remember, and I made my bit of a boo-boo at the top, but it all worked out okay in the end. The freebies are available over on my Ko-fi page if you haven't yet downloaded those. I have to just tell you, I am in the most amazing room. I'm on a very old desk, you know, a real old French like bureau desk. And over to the side from me is a bookcase absolutely filled from tip to toe with old vintage French books. And I've taken 3 off the shelves just to show you. Look at these books. This is what Bella and I are looking at all day long, is these exquisite spines. We burst out laughing when we walked in and we were like, do they realise who was staying here? My kids have been kept like standing in front, like, no mum, stay away from the bookcase. Look at these books, look at these pages. I mean, the books are literally falling apart. I don't know where she's got them from, but they are exquisite. I just had to show them to you guys. So I will pop those back up onto the shelves now later. When I was on my way over on the ferry, there was a little bring and buy sale bookshelf. And I did manage to secure this from there. So I've got my own little book pages of French phrase books. And I've started to collect my ephemera from the local supermarkets. Anyway, just to let you know what I've got and what I'll be using, putting things in here. So for today, what we're going to do, I'm going to be working with, Angela did some beautiful freebies last week. They are available in her Facebook page and on her website, I believe. So if you go to her website, you'll be able to download them in JPEG format and PDF. So what I've done is I have printed the pages out 2 to a page, and I'm going to be using these to make my pockets today. I will also be using some of the tabs from her ephemera page, and I'm also going to be using this page here from my half of the kit. And I've also pre-pulled out a page from my little French phrasebook dictionary, and I managed to find the page that has holiday on it. So they are the bits and pieces I will be working with today if you do want to craft along. So obviously I'm working with an altered book, so for me my pages are already hinged, but you can do this project in your loose leaf signatures or your signatures in your journals. It'll work either way, okay? So what I'm going to simply do, I have stuck 2 pages together here in my altered book, but obviously you can do this with your signature pages, and I would do it with 2 pages then if I were you, just to make it a little bit more sturdy. I'm going to simply now cut down the, I'm not cutting down the center, so let's just put this on a ruler here. What is this? I've got inches on here, I'm guessing. So I'm looking at, the page is about 9 inches long. So I'm going to be coming up and cutting at about 5.5, should we say? So call that what you will. And I'm going to just simply cut straight down the edge like this, all the way to the bottom. Let me just get my scissors in there a second. Come on, there we go. All the way down to the edge there. There we are. I'll just make sure that they can. So the idea is that these two sections can move independently of each other. Okay, I do apologise for my croaky voice this morning. I'm a little dehydrated because it's been very hot here, and I'm just not very good at keeping up with my drinks and stuff. So I am trying. I do have my juice here, so excuse me if I do take a sip. Right, okay, so as I say, I've already stuck my pages together, and I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to be covering these now. I'm just wondering if, just for ease of, you know, I'm going to just trim a little bit more off, I think, just so that when it comes to moving these pages back and forth, they will do so without catching on one another. So bear with me just a minute while I just take that little extra, only a little bit, look, take that out, and then I'll try and just get in there. And go. Thank you very much, Mrs. Book. There we go. Don't worry about any bits that take, we'll be covering over those shortly. There we are. Now they just move a little bit better back and forth now, if that makes sense. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm going to simply take this page here, this gorgeous, gorgeous page here. I just need a ruler. I have one here. And I'm going to just simply measure along this page now, because I'm going to be using this to make a pocket over the top. Now, obviously, if you haven't stuck your pages together, you can make your pocket out of the two pages without them already being stuck. But mine are stuck together, so I'm going to just improvise and layer it over the top. I actually want that edging because I really love that pretty little flower there on the edge. So I'm going to just measure that a second over my page, and I'm just looking to leave a little of the white edge around it, because I do like it to be shown that it is actually part of an altered book. And I think we're going to come in a little bit more here to about there, should we say? Right, I'm just going to tear. And also I just want to check then for the measurement at the top. So you're all going to be wondering, I'm sure you've all seen the post on my social media that I was in A&E last week, practically a whole evening. Well, yes, into the early hours of the morning. Unfortunately, where we live, our A&E services are incredibly oversubscribed for the provision that we have. They've closed down basically 3 other A&Es in other local hospitals, and combined them all. They did this during COVID, some stupid reason, combined them all into this one hospital, which is just not able to cope with the capacity of population that we have in the borough areas. So I was only saying to my other half, like days before, oh my gosh, it's everybody's worst nightmare now that you're going to end up needing to go to A&E around here. And of course, then what should go and happen? I needed to go to A&E. So what did I do? Well, I was up in the attic. I needed to get the suitcase down from the attic to get packed, obviously, to get ready for Hollybobs. And I needed to get a suitcase down, but the suitcase had old summer clothes in it of mine that I've been, I was going to say storing, but I suppose the better word really is probably hoarding, from several years ago. You know what it is like, ladies, we hold on to these clothes that fitted us a few years back, and then life changes and then they don't fit, and then we're like, oh well, I'll hang on to those, put them in the attic in case they do fit. Well, anyway, I'm trying to have a clear out, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm never going to be the shape and size that I was pre lady stuff going on. So it's time to get rid of the stuff. And I had all these lovely, beautiful clothes in my attic that my nieces and my sister would probably make use of. So I thought, right, well, it's all in the suitcase that I need. At the same time, I'll get it all down, I'll bag it all up, and I'll send it down to my sister and her daughter-in-law and her 2 daughters. So me being me, I didn't want to wait for anybody to come home from school or work. I thought, oh, I can manage this. I'll get on with this and get it out of the attic. Didn't actually take into account how heavy the suitcase was. Put it this way, when the doctor asked me in the hospital how heavy the case was, the only way I could explain to him was if I was flying and if the contents of the case had been split into 2 large cases, I still don't think they would have let me put it on for the weight. So yeah, it was really heavy, really heavy. Probably talking at about 45 to 50 kilograms of weight, including the suitcase. So I edged my way towards the attic door, dragging it. Of course, it was on wheels in the attic, we had a wooden floor in the attic, so you didn't really notice the weight then. And then just as I thought, right, if I come down the ladder first, I can't drop it down. If I come down the ladder first and I'll lift the case and I'll bring it down with me. I know, I'm not safe left on my own, am I? So as I started coming down the ladder, I lifted the case over the ladder, and then I kind of like toppled it over the top of the attic hatch, and it obviously it fell forward then, so I kind of like balanced it on my head because I had 2 more steps to go down the ladder, the attic's ladder steps. So as it landed on my head, I then all of a sudden realised how heavy this suitcase was, and I suddenly felt very uncomfortable because alongside rheumatoid arthritis, I've got a condition called osteopenia, which is like a precursor to osteoporosis. So you've got to be really careful what you're doing with your bones. And I'm just really conscious now of like my spine. So I'm just standing there with this massive weight on my head thinking, this really isn't a good idea, Rach. You need to get this off your head. This is not good for your neck. Let's lift this off. So as I lifted the case back up off my head, my knee was hurting, and I kind of like shifted my weight a bit on the step. And as I did so, I heard this really loud pop in my hip, and I just froze on the ladder. And I just thought, oh my days, what have you done now, woman? That's it now, you've gone and dislocated something, have you? So I literally just stood there for a minute waiting to see if something was going to start really hurting. It didn't. I was okay. I was a bit uncomfortable, but I wasn't like screaming in agony. So I figured, well, whatever it is, I obviously haven't popped anything out, so it's safe for me to get down. So I had nowhere to go. I was halfway down the ladder with this case. I had to carry on down. So anyway, got the case down, hobbled down the stairs then. I was like, oh yeah, that is a bit sore. Not quite really sure what I've done there. I'll go take some painkillers. It'll be fine tomorrow. Didn't say anything to anybody, just go on with the rest of my day, you know, as you do. So the next day then, and this must have been the Thursday, I think. Yeah, and we were due to go away on holiday then on the Friday. No, it was the Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it was the Wednesday. I had to go down to my mother's. I can't remember where we had to go, but I had to go take the boys somewhere. I think we had to go to town or something anyway. And oh yeah, we did. We went into town and they had to pick up a couple of things that took my 2 older boys. And I remember noticing as I was walking around town that I was like dragging my one leg. My hip was really tender as well that morning. So yeah, there's me now dragging my leg along around town, thinking to myself, this is not right. I'm not very comfortable here. I think I better just check now I haven't done anything bad. And I was getting a little bit nervous because during COVID, I had problems with like my, what's the tendon under your foot called? Oh, plantar I can't say it. You know the one I mean though. I pulled that in COVID, doing exercises in my dining room on the solid floor. And then one day I was out in the garden with the puppy and I was in a pair of flip-flops and literally just, do you ever like roll over or roll in on your foot? And I did that and something popped, made the same sort of noise. And again, the next day I ended up in A&E and I'd actually broken a bone, a very small bone, albeit, but I had broken a bone on the side of my foot, alongside my little toe. So I ended up with my foot in a boot for a couple of weeks and it was just ridiculous. But I remember just thinking to myself, yeah, last time I heard that noise, I'd broken a bone. So I really think I ought to perhaps get this checked before we go to France. So anyway, I rang my GP, told the lady on the phone what I'd done, and she was like, all right, I'll get somebody to call you. So he rings and he was like, yeah, if you've last heard this noise whilst you've been, you know, and you've broken something previously, I suggest you go to A&E. I was like, oh no, please. Anyway, but please don't send me to A&E. And he was like, I'm sorry, I know. And I was like, probably the hours. I don't have time for this. And you know me, I'm like, I haven't got time to sit around doing nothing. And he was like, no, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go to A&E. I said, is there anywhere else I can go for an x-ray? And he said, well, yeah, you can go and have an x-ray in one of the other hospitals, but there'll be no doctor there to check your x-rays. So if you go to A&E, they'll have the orthopaedic doctor there and he will be able to check it off straight. He said, the thing is, if you're going away, you need the results today, don't you? He said. So I was like, I can't argue with his logic. So I was like, right, okay, doc, I'll go down to A&E. So this was like, oh gosh, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon by now, because obviously I'd waited all afternoon for the GP to call. So I came out of my room, my bedroom, I was on the phone in my bedroom, and I came out of my bedroom and I was like, said to Sean, the kids, right, I gotta go to A&E. Blooming doctors won't look at my hip. I gotta go and sit in A&E now. Well, my other half actually works in one of the local hospitals. He's on the maintenance team there. So he kind of pulled a face at me and he went, what, this time of day? I said, I know. Even though, well, we'll see you tomorrow then, love. I was like, I know. So they were all like, is there anything to do, Mum? I was like, no, I don't need any fuss. I'll go down. I'll take something to do me. I certainly don't want anyone to come with me because it'll be heaving down there. There's nowhere to sit. And then I'm just worrying about you instead of just sitting there quiet, focusing on waiting to be called. Do you know what I mean? So they were like, okay. I said, you just don't do your teas, feed the dog, and finish getting your stuff packed for holidays. So off I went. Oh my gosh, I got there about 4:30. It was absolutely chaotic. I'm adding this pocket now to the front, guys. I'm just going to point this out to you before I go on and make a mistake or forget something. And I'm going to just cut a little divot on this side here now, okay? So we're having a side pocket there and a top loader there, okay? So as I pull up outside the hospital, there's this, well, there are ambulances everywhere. That's never a good sign when you pull up and there's like 13 ambulances outside, because you know that they're using them as like extra ward space. And you know, you just think to yourself, I just really can't be bothered for this faff, but I can't not check, you know. So anyway, as I'm walking across from my car, there's this one ambulance with these 4 police officers standing on the 4 corners of the ambulance with their like stab vests on and all looking really like serious, arms folded. And I'm thinking, what the heck's going on here now? And I thought, this is a bit more than just hospital security. So as I get nearer, I'm looking at the grass verge and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure that's a leg on the grass there. What on earth? I'm thinking, look, I know I'm in pain, but my eyes are working fine. What? And as I'm looking, there's a leg on the grass, and half a like pair of trousers attached to it and a shoe. So I'm just thinking, right, don't stare. So you know, it's like you're trying to walk a bit, not look, but look. So as I get a bit further, near, I didn't cross the road. I stayed on this side. I could see then there was a guy wrapped around this like pillar. Clearly it was his leg. I must add at this point, I believe it was a prosthetic leg. There was no, you know, sign of injury or anything like that. And he was just having a paddy on the floor. And these police officers were like just standing there. So I don't know what was going on with this guy. I don't know whether he was, you know, intoxicated or what. I obviously get the impression he hadn't been very good in the ambulance, hence why the police had been called. But yeah, he was just out on the grass area. And this was like the welcome to the hospital. This is like at the front. And I'm just thinking to myself, oh, well, this is great. You know, what the heck am I walking in here to? Because I've only been down there 2 or 3 times before. 3 times before. Once with Mum and twice with Shaw. And neither of them were particularly, you know, pleasant occasions. I'm going to now just pop a pocket on the back of this one as well. And this one we're going to do this way, okay? So I get into the A&E. As I'm walking in, these people stood there in the doorway smoking and just blocking the area up. And I'm thinking, like, this is really weird. You know, like, am I in the right place here? So anyway, they all eventually moved out the way and I got in and it was heaving in there. Somebody had Wimbledon playing on their mobile phone because I was looking around for the TV thinking, I thought I heard Wimbledon, and I realised that it was on someone's phone. Nobody at the window. You've got to do self-check-in now. So there's a screen, you've got to tap, tap, tap. So I think, oh, this is great. And it was actually really warm in there as well. So and I'm one of these people, if I walk into a crowded room, I can't look around the room. I have to look at the floor. So I'm thinking, how am I ever going to find out if there's somewhere to sit when I can't lift my head up and look at anybody? You know, this is silly now, Rach. You're going to need to look and see if there's anywhere to sit. So anyway, I went and put all my details in as much as I could, you know, that I understood, like, kind of thing. And then as I looked then, I could see there was a seat over in the corner. So I went and had a sit down. Finally then got called in for triage, went in, and I was like getting a bit nervous at this point because obviously, as you know, I'm immune suppressed. So I said to the nurse in the triage, and I said, oh, look, I said, I don't mean to, I said, I'm no diva. I said, but is there any possibility that I could sit in a corridor somewhere or even outside just for you to be aware I'm out there? I said, because I really don't feel comfortable sitting in the A&E. I said, it is heaving in there. There's got to be 60 people in there. There's people sitting on the floor, standing in front of the windows. There's no air. And everybody's in there coughing, vomiting, all sorts going on in there. It just wasn't. I said, whatever's like in that waiting room, I'm going to pick up. I said, because I've got no immune system. Is there somewhere else that I could just sit? And like I say, you know, I wasn't asking for preferential treatment, just for them to be aware. I was going to either go and sit outside, or could I wait in my car, or whatever, you know, and then ring rather than come out and shout for me. Oh, right. Oh, I don't blame you, she said, my lovely. No problem. So she'll tell you what, I'll sort something out. Have a mask in the meantime. So I chuckled to myself. I said, oh, yeah, give me the mask. They'll all think I got COVID, and then nobody will sit next to me. So I went back out. Obviously, somebody had sat in my seat in the time I'd been in triage. So I just stood against the bin. And then when I realised I couldn't stand on one leg, I did see a seat then. I went and sat right on the very edge. So it didn't take long. They came up and got me, took me down for x-ray. So all that happened within like an hour of me arriving. And then I was sent back out to the waiting area, and I was thinking, oh, has she forgotten now that I didn't want to sit here? Will they mind if I go wait in my car, do you think? I was just feeling really uncomfortable in there, all these people coughing and spluttering and all sorts. And then about an hour later, then this lady comes out through this other door and she calls my name. I thought, gosh, that was quick. But she didn't call me in to see the doctor. She said, come with me. And she took me right down the other end of the casualty entrance and put me in a chair. And she said, yeah, we put you here so you're out the way. So I sat there then from about 6 o'clock to about quarter to midnight. I was starving hungry. There was nothing to eat there. I did bring a little bar with me, thankfully, because I hadn't eaten all day either, because I was like having my tea, you know, but obviously didn't get to have tea. Oh, didn't that look pretty on there? Yeah, so the doctor finally comes round, calls me in, tells me off when I tell him my tale of woe and what I'd done. And he said, right, look, your x-ray's clear on your hip. You know, you haven't broken it. He said, not that we can see. He said, obviously, without doing more extensive checks, he said. But from what I can see at this moment in time, you know, it looks okay. I think I'm going to just take that edge off there, just to kind of, that is the rounder now, isn't it? Yeah. He said, no, it looks to be okay. Is that a rounder? Corner. Yeah, sorry, I just looked a bit weird then. There we go. He said, but I think we should x-ray your back and your knee, because obviously they were in agony. So I was like, right, okay. So I had to go back up and sit and wait. Thankfully, they didn't take too long, and I had an x-ray. He then said to me, right, if we wanted to find out further what has happened, we could keep you in and do an MRI, but you'd be here for 7 days. And I was like, look, doc, I'm driving to Spain. I'm not driving to Spain. I'm driving to France tomorrow. I'm not being admitted. I'm sorry. I just came here to make sure I hadn't broken my hip so I can go to France and not worry about ending up in A&E over there. No problem. He said, look, you go. We'll give you some crutches, and if you're still having problems, we'll look into it further when you get back. So I was like, okay, that'll do for me. And they let me go. So I think I got in then about, oh my goodness, 1:30 in the morning. So I still don't really know. I think what I've possibly done is snap the tendon in the leg. And I don't mean by snapped as in snapped, I mean snap as in, you know, you snap an elastic band and it snaps and snaps back. Maybe that was the noise, because like I say, the pain was going right down to the knee. But yeah, just very stupid of me. Very, very stupid. Have I learnt my lesson? Probably not, no. Those of you that know me will know I'm incredibly stubborn. And I do tend to just do these stupid things because I just do. I'm very, you know, I need to do stuff, I need to do it now. I'm very hot-headed, so as you can imagine, I had a good telling off my mother and my other half. They were like, why didn't you wait? And I was like, because I didn't want to, and I wanted to get it done now. I was trying to get stuff done, and then of course I lost the whole afternoon then. So on the Thursday then, I was like frantically trying to get stuff done. And yeah, so in the end, my packing ended up being a little bit substandard, shall we say. I'm going to use this lovely French book page now to cover this and add an additional pocket on the front of here, and then I'm going to pop some trim on there, so we'll have a double pocket. But I just want to put this on because I would like to put it that way actually, because I want the word holiday on there, and it'll just be a little reminder to me that I did this video with you guys here. Will that be okay? I just want to check if I can get something in and out of that pocket without it being, that's catching on there, so I'll glue that up, but yeah, that'll slide in there, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and I'm going to use some of this lovely trim that Angela just sent me. I'm going to take your time, guys, because I do tend to waffle. I think we're doing all right. Is this the one with blue trim? No, that's the ribbon. I want the lace. Sorry, rustling. It's very strange working. This is like being back at a retreat, working somewhere that's not your desk and needing to have stuff, yes, to hand. So I'm going to just glue that into place there. I'm gonna just fold that down because I think I would be stupid to leave that up like that. I think it's going to catch on whatever's going in and out of the pocket. So if you bear with a minute. So yeah, anyway, got up. I managed on the crutches for a couple of days. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmare on the ferry, up and down those blooming steps. We stayed in a like a Holiday Inn the first night that we drove down, so that we could be up early for the ferry the next morning. So that was a lot of fun. 6 of us crammed into 2 rooms, but it was okay. We got a couple of hours sleep, and then we had to be up then at 5:30 onto the boat. And yeah, like I say, I hobbled around. But I'm happy to say that since I've been here, I haven't needed to use my crutches. Only once, I think, when we went for a walk. Because I've been swimming every day, and I don't know whether perhaps it's a bit of the heat or whatever. My knees are hurting going up the stairs, but nothing like they had been. And of course the answer is just don't go up and down the stairs. Well, my room is like a little there's like a little back staircase up to the room that I'm in. So, but I do try to only go up there if I can help it, once or twice a day. But yeah, we've been swimming. We've got a lovely pool here that we share with the people that are also staying at the chateau. So the chateau is they run bed and breakfast in the actual chateau. And then we are in, like I say, the converted stable block at the back. And then there's another property here, another Jeep then that they've converted. It's beautiful, beautiful site. They do have an Instagram page. I will try and link that down below so you can have a little nose. We haven't been out exploring much at the moment, mainly because the travelling was quite a lot. I mean, we travelled for 12 hours on Saturday, and we were really tired. Plus, obviously, we'd all had a bit of a week of it with me going to the hospital and everything, and my leg, and you know, everybody was just wrecked. So we spent the first couple of days in. Yesterday, then we went to tour, and then, oh, now do I want that up there, or do I want it? Where should we put that, guys? Should I put that there? Do you think? Yes, and then we'll put a little something over there. What was I saying? Sorry, my brain is not with. I'm really warm. I am, and I'm looking. The sun is coming up. We've got to go up to the supermarket this morning to get in some extra drinks and stuff, because, as I said, we went to tours yesterday. It got very hot then in the afternoon. We didn't see an awful lot. We went to the Basilica. We were looking for the market, but I think we missed it because we didn't go till quite late, because the boys were having a bit of a lie-in and we weren't sure what we were going to do. So we haven't really seen tours in all its glory yet, but the next 3 days now is a huge heat wave here, so we're just going to leave things now for 3 days. I have 3 days in by the pool, and then we are going to see the house that Leonardo da Vinci lived in last, and where his memorial stone is. So but we want a bit of a cooler cooler day for that. So I think Sunday is the next cool day now. So that's fine. The kids are quite happy. I'm happy. I'm going to do some crafting in the garden, get on with my stitching. And then, oh, there we are. That goes in there quite nicely. It's catching, isn't it, on that stupid flap I tucked up. I knew I shouldn't have done that. There we go. It's okay. We're in. There we are. We're in. Marvellous. So we've got a pocket there. And I'm also just thinking, where is she? I have these cutie little, oh, they're a bit big, aren't they? I don't know what I've done with my fussy cuts. I haven't finished unpacking my bag and whatnot yet. So please do forgive that I'm not able to fully embellish this. But what I had been thinking then, of course, is that we would be able to put a nice long tag in the end of here. I'm just going to show you this, you get the idea. Ooh, go on, in you go. You know when you put in these long pockets in, what I always tend to just do is pop my ruler in when they've been glued down, just to make sure that you're getting full length of the pocket there. Sometimes they don't want to, you know, go down properly. I haven't backed this yet, so I won't put my ribbon on there yet. I'll finish that off later. I'm going to try and get this journal finished if I can today or tomorrow. There we are. So we have a nice tag in there, and we will put a lovely little bit of the ribbons. Again, that'll come hanging off the edge. Probably use the same stuff that I've got in there. And then, oh no, I know what I was going to do. I was going to use this then, wasn't I? So I'm going to just cut this. Oh, I should have put my reading glasses on. I am so hot. I know I keep complaining, but I'm really warm. I should have left the doors open. I don't know why I closed them. But yeah, I hope you guys have all had a great week. I'm sorry if I've just sat here talking about myself. I hope you've all had a great week. I hope you're enjoying the collaboration videos. I know I'm enjoying catching up with them. I'm going to have a go today in the garden and do some of the projects. Thoroughly enjoying all of Angela's tutorials. I don't know how she's keeping up the way that she does. She's amazing. And that bag that she folded the other day, well, that blew my mind. So I'm definitely going to be having a go at that one. But she's just amazing, and she's so supportive. So I'm really grateful. I couldn't have a better collab partner, in all fairness, because she's just constantly got my back, and I'm really, really grateful to her for that. Yeah, so, and of course there's lots of other things going on as well in July, isn't there? You've got Junk Journal July. I'm sure some of you have been following along with that and doing your daily prompts. Now, need to think about this because, oh, that's the point. I put that pocket that way. Okay, rather than that then, how about we use the tab to go on the end of the journal card? I just wanted it sticking out the end. Does that make sense? Bear with me a moment. I grab my journal cards. I haven't backed all of these as yet. Oh, I wonder if I got two of those in there. Well, I could lay them one on top of the other, but that's kind of defeating the object there, isn't it? Let me just lift that up a second. So I have that there, I'm thinking. But I did have oh, I'll use this one for now. This is a misprint. Please ignore my rough misprint. And I'm just going to pop that onto the top of there like that. And then, oh, I got an idea. Oh, bear with me. Bear with me. How am I doing for time? Sorry if I'm running on a bit. I'm trying to keep it short. I need to ink. I know what I'm going to do. Rather than waste the misprint. That's the wrong one. Oh my gosh, my tummy's about to rumble. I do apologise. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, guys. I was just so excited to get up and do a video. I was ready for it today. I felt mentally prepared. I had a bit of sleep last night. And I'm like, yep, I need to go speak to my guys because I've missed you all so much. Yes. Yeah, but right, so ink on there. And then I'm thinking if we glue here and glue here. I'm just going to have a quick drink, guys, because I literally can't swallow, sorry. There we go. I've discovered that I've got this really funny thing going on. I have issues drinking out of a glass or a cup. But if I put a straw in a cup, like so, I will literally just down a whole cup, you know, a whole drink, without even thinking about it. But if I don't, I'll just take a sip and then I usually just leave the glass on the side. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, that's like my latest discovery about myself. I was going to put actually just a little bit of some French paper on the side of there. What word should I go with? Can you fix a flat tire? No, we don't want that on there, do we? Let's have a quick look. Oh, that'd be nice. Here we are. Look, it's got food on there. Well, they're not doing food in the kitchen. They're doing paper crafts, but they are in the kitchen, so that'll be okay. And I'm going to just pop that on the edge there, just to cover over that yucky purpleness. Hopefully I've left that thick enough now. No, I haven't. Use the ruler, Rachel. Isn't it hard tearing old paper, what have you? Right, one. Yeah, that's long enough. I just want it like there. So I'm just going to tear there. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to be as quick as I can because I won't be editing this video. I just simply won't have the time. So it'll be a case of a stick and whack. Oh, stack and whack. That was what that was. You know, I said to you in my video that because Jez was on the same day as me, wasn't she, at the beginning? And I said, I know she's doing something really cool and she's got this great name for it. That's what it was, stack and whack. I was fascinated to see what that was that she was doing, by the way. She's so clever. She comes up with the best ideas. She really does. All these wonderful people inspiring us all the time. And I just hope that you are really enjoying having this time with them. And I was just thinking then I might just put some of this then. Perhaps I'll put it across the bottom like that. What do you think? Or should I put it at the side on top of my French paper? Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. Right, let's just trim that. So obviously, guys, with these pockets, you can add as many pockets as you like on top. You can obviously embellish them as you wish. You know, do whatever you want to make them look amazing. I've obviously just done this in a very basic way because I'm trying to keep it simple and not overwhelm you. And also not overwhelm me because I've had to ease myself back in a bit today because I haven't been able to do any crafting for a little while, what with travel and everything else. There we go. I think that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? And then that can just pop then in here very carefully. And then that will stick out of the side then, and hopefully I will get my desired effect. Yes, there we go. Marvellous. And then perhaps I can put a matching one on this one here. You know, we can get some more embellishments going on there. You could always add an extra pocket along here if you really wanted to, or just to perhaps tie things in. Maybe we could just, you know, pop some of that there. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. You know, just to keep everything tight. And I'm trying to bring in some book page to this book because obviously it is an altered book and I'm covering over the book page text, but you know, it's always good to try and if you can add a little bit back in just to kind of retain the there we are, soft boiled eggs, to retain the, you know, originality of the book. Oh, and of course then we do have one final pocket. We need to sit and finish my tags off today, up here. So perhaps you could make that a bit of a loaded one up there if it's nice and big. And again, I need to get my, oh, there we are, my ruler in there. But you could have those in there then with some lovely ribbons on the top, poking out the top. I just think that looks really nice. What do you think, guys? I hope you enjoyed our little tutorial today. I've left that blank there because I think that's a nice writing space there. But I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. Short and sweet, so it may be. And a quick catch up from me. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. Make sure you check out the other collaborators in the collaboration. I'm sorry, I don't have the sheet with me here, but I do have this image here on my photographs. So today you will also have my altered muse as my partner, so make sure you go and check out her channel as well, and if you haven't caught up with all of these previously, go and check them out as well, guys. I will be back with you to finish up on the 21st, and of course you've got 2 extra days in between then and now. So I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you all very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.